Doctor Who Asylum of the Daleks, the first episode of Series 7, is written by Stephen Moffat and starring Matt Smith, Karen Gillan and Arthur Darvill. So yeah, Beth Willis and Piers Wenger left. The production relocated to Rothlock Studios in Cardiff. As they're in the middle of developing Series 7, Stephen Moffat wanted to introduce a new companion to reboot the show a little bit and make you look at the Doctor differently. So the fans' reaction for Between A Good Man Goes to War and Let's Kill Hitler gives the inspiration to split the series in half. So there's part 1 releasing at autumn 2012, then we have the 2012 Christmas special, and then part 2 broadcasted in spring 2013. So first we got Good as Gold, a 3-minute episode that's got released in 24th of May 2012, written by the children of Ashdean School, where Amy tells the Doctor the Book of Travelling. The big smoke on the console messed the Doctor's hair up, which is pretty funny. They landed in London 2012 during the Olympics. An athlete came in with the Olympic flame, played by Elliot Barnes-Worrell, and it was the Weeping Angel taking the torch off him. The Doctor disintegrates with his sonic screwdriver and the guy got it back, so he gave the Doctor a gold medal for being good as gold, and left, with Weeping Angel reappearing, which I enjoyed this mini-sode. Funny enough, the Doctor has been there before, which is in Fear Her. Pond's Life, a 5 short Doctor Who webcasts, written by Chris Chibnall and airing 27th to 31st of August 2012. In part 1, April, as the Doctor outruns the Centaurans in Florinal, he jumps into the river of lava with a surfboard as he sends a voicemail to Amy and Rory. The Doctor meets Marta Harry, a Dutch dancer who took her clothes off in front of the Doctor while he's burning crumpets, and she is an interesting woman. And the Doctor does a singing backup for album and bumps into ancient Greece. Day 2 in May, the Doctor arrives at Pond's house and bursts into bedroom, which woke Amy and Rory up, but telling them they're to save the planet, but he realises he lands in the wrong time, but told them they're safe as he left. Rory just hates it when he does it. Part 3, June, Rory finds an ood sitting on the toilet, which is pretty funny.
May I be of any assistance?
Ood on the loo.
Part 4, July, the Doctor explained that he rescued Ood from Androvax. I'm guessing he's talking about that Androvax. As the Doctor briefly visited the ponds, the Ood wandered out of the TARDIS. So in the meantime, the Ood became the butler of Pond's house, cleaning the window, hanging the washing out and making food. Part 5, August, the Doctor returned the Ood to the Ood sphere. We get a depressing moment where the Doctor assumes everything is alright, but there's a scene where Rory runs out and Amy shouting is shown, which means they're divorced. So the Doctor deleted voicemail with his sonic screwdriver. As Amy sees no messages, she sends a message to the Doctor that she needs him and calling him a raggedy man. I really enjoyed Pond Life, it's a fun to watch. Stephen Moffat gave the Daleks a break back in 2011, so when he brings them back they'll be most reliably defeatable enemies in the universe, as he remembered them being scary, but because they became more cuddly for years, he wanted to make them scary again and remind the audience reaction, and thought the best way to do that is show the Daleks more mad than ever. Crazy thing is, this is actually the first time Stephen Moffat has actually written a Dalek episode. No joke. As Victory of the Daleks is written by Mark Gatiss. So in the prequel, we have a mysterious hooded guy appearing as the Doctor is in the cafe. As he's dreaming, he's on Skaro. When he woke up, he's on the beach, sitting on the deck chair, back on Skaro, then back in the TARDIS, which is a great start. Plus the Doctor didn't want to say the word Skaro, which I can understand why, so we got a fantastic opening with a burnt up Skaro and the remain of a Dalek. The Doctor sees Darla, who tells a story about the universe, believe the Doctor has died. Darla tells the Doctor that her daughter Hannah is trapped in a Dalek prison camp, but she escaped. The Doctor mentions you can't escape from there. It reveals that she's a Dalek puppet, which is nicely done. Anna Maria Marinka did an excellent job. Dalek puppets are humans taken by the Daleks using the power of nanogenes, which I thought they're pretty cool. I hope we see more of that. After the Doctor gets stunned, we cut to Amy posing and having to sign the divorce papers. Amy's makeup artist reveals to be the Dalek's puppet and knocked Amy out, and so did the bus driver with Rory. So the TARDIS team ended up on Dalek saucer and lifted up to Parliament of the Daleks and got told to save the Daleks, which is pretty effective. Parliament full of mad Daleks, the Supreme Dalek and Dalek Prime Minister. So they showed the TARDIS team a planet called Asylum. After the Doctor communicates with Oswin Oswald, who loves making souffles, the Doctor wonders where she got the milk. They get beamed down to the planet. The Doctor and Amy are at the surface and met Harvey, played by David Gyasi, who's a crew member of the Alaska spaceship who got stranded. He's great. As they go inside the ship, all the crew are dead for quite some time. Harvey reveals to be a Dalek puppet as he actually died of hypothermia. As they locked him away, the corpses became Dalek puppets and locked them out. As the Doctor and Amy climbed down the ladder, it was pretty suspense. Rory, meanwhile, is underground, full of Daleks who had problems speaking at first and about to exterminate Rory. But luckily, Oswin helps Rory escape from them. As Jenna Coleman announced she's the next companion, replacing Amy and Rory, Stephen Moffat came up with an idea of the character Oswin, who's converted into a Dalek and operating their technology, where she later appeared in Snowmen and the rest of Series 7 to make the connection, which is a great story arc. Oswin is a splinter of Clara Oswald. After when she stepped into the Doctor's timeline, she's very likeable, and I like how she often makes fun of the Doctor's chin, Rory's nose, and calling him Nina. Dalek Puppets has got Dalek bracelet from Amy, so she could ended up becoming a Dalek puppet. As she sees people dancing, it's the illusion of the Daleks. I love the bit where you can see some of the classic Daleks in the background, including that special weapon Dalek from Remembrance of the Daleks. After a Dalek identified the Doctor and couldn't exterminate, it set on self-destruct, so the Doctor pushed the Dalek away and exploded closer to where Rory is. With a nice reunion, the Doctor leaves Amy and Rory alone while he goes to find Oswin. Amy and Rory has a little argument. Rory figures giving her the bracelet would be better as it'll take longer for Rory. As he mentioned, 12,000 years guarding Amy and finding her in Demon's Run. Amy gave Rory up so she can have kids with someone else. It reveals that the Doctor gave Amy the bracelet. As the Daleks surrounded the Doctor, which is intense, Oswin made them forget who the Doctor is. As the Doctor finds where Oswin is, she reveals to be a Dalek, which is a heartbreaking moment. The music by Murray Gould again is spot on, more than words can say. After Oswin says she's lowering the shield so the Asylum can get destroyed, the Doctor thanked her, so he ran back to Amy and Rory as they're smooching.
Run, you clever boy. And remember,
They teleported back to Parliament. The planet is destroyed. Everyone in the Parliament forget who the Doctor is, which amazes the Doctor. So Amy and Rory are back home and back together. And I love the bit where Rory's excited going like this. Yes! And Amy's like, I can see you. With the Doctor going, Doctor Who. I really think this is a fantastic episode. I like the blockbuster style title sequence for each episode in Series 7 Part 1. In this one they use Dalek texture. What did you think of Asylum of the Daleks? Let me know in the comments down below. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video.